Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. I wanted to do a short video today to talk to you about plant labels. So everyone has their own preferences when it comes to labelling their plants, and how they do it will be governed by how easy, how convenient they think it is, how consistent they are at maintaining those labels and not having the labels disappear or scrunch up or the writing disappear or whatever. And also there's an environmental side of things. Some people don't like using plastics. Other people are okay as long as they are reusable plastics, etc. So I thought I would share with you what I do just to see if that might help you with regard to how you might label, and in particular how you can reuse the labels. So as you can see here, I have got lots of different types of plant labels. There's a paintbrush in there, but that's for pollinating. In here we have a variety of plastic plant labels, different sizes, from the sublime to the ridiculous. And I use these to label my plants. And what I'll do is use a trusty Sharpie. I'm sure there are other equivalent pens available. And I will write on the plastic label with the Sharpie, and that should last a season. Not any longer than that. The Sharpie does eventually rub off if you leave a label out for a really long period of time. But for a growing season, this generally works fine. So you've got your label, you've got your Sharpie, and that's cool. As long as you actually get round to labelling things, which is sometimes a challenge, but I can't help you with that. And these labels, particularly, well, actually all of them, they're pretty sturdy and they are reusable, and they'll go on for years, really, season after season. So although they're plastic, it's not single-use plastic. The biggest problem, though, people have about using plastic labels and using a Sharpie, or the biggest problem I am led to believe people have, because I used to have the same problem, is how you get the Sharpie off the label at the end of the season, because it can be pretty infuriating. And what I'd like to share with you is how I do it, and it is really low labour and not difficult to do. So I have here a plastic tub, and there's actually some labels in it at the moment. And if I just pull these out, you'll notice that these labels do not have any writing on them. But when I put them in, they did. So what I do is I could probably do with a slightly larger tub, truth be known, because of these long labels, but I put a hefty few squirts of bleach in here and then top it up with warm water. Then I put the labels in, or rinse the labels off, and then put the labels in, pop the lid on, and just sit it somewhere out of the way. So there's a wee corner in the work surfaces over in the corner of the kitchen, and I just sit that out of the way. And I don't even know how long it takes, to be fair, because I just sit it there and I continually will just pop in labels as I'm bringing them back in out the garden. And then one day I'll decide that it's a bit full. It could be a few days, it could be a few weeks later, and I will just empty this out, rinse off the labels and dry them, and that's it. That's them ready. I don't have to scrub, I don't have to use anything else. I just pop some bleach, some water, put the labels in and leave them, and they come out absolutely brilliantly. Like so. So that really supports me in the fact that I have, I'm using a Sharpie And if I had to get nail varnish remover or whatever and scrub away at these labels, each one of them, when I bring it in and I want to reuse it, I wouldn't do that at all. And I have a really good stock of plastic labels, so I wouldn't want to just abandon the labels and go to wooden labels or slate boards or whatever, all of which sounds very nice and good. But I have all these plastic labels, so I want to continue using them until they eventually die off. So so this whole bleach solution thing really does help to make that possible and not infuriating. So I think that's it. Hope you found this useful. Why not pop in the comments what you use for labels and how you clean off your labels if they are in fact reusable. And we can share our comments. Anyway, I'll call a halt now. I hope you've enjoyed this short video. Please give me a thumbs up if you have. And if you haven't already subscribed, click the subscribe button and that will keep you appraised of everything I do, where the videos are concerned. And the little bell, if you click that, you'll get alerts every time I post a new video. Just as I'm finishing off, YouTube will be popping up a couple of links to videos that it thinks that you might like of mine. So please feel free to follow those links and have a look at some more of my content. But for now, I'll say bye-bye.